Hi, FlossTube Stitchers. Shelly here at Just Stitching Inc. in Strongsville, which is a suburb of Cleveland in Northeast Ohio. Just a reminder that I am a needlework shop and everything I show is for sale, and I do mail order. And also to introduce myself for anybody who might be new, every once in a while I have to remind myself to do that. So it's still Americana April, and I have a few more patriotic things to show you. The first two actually came from the same chart by Heinzit. Back in the day, I didn't run across the chart recently, so I don't remember the year, but it has been discontinued for quite a number of years. And I almost hate to show things to people, but I've had stitchers reach out and say, hey, you reminded me that I had that, I got that out, and I'm gonna start that next from my stash. So I don't know, but it's called vintage for a reason. So sometimes they're not available. I did reach out a number of years ago about 3 or 4 different pieces that people had either admired in my home when I still had stitch groups there, or that customers wanted to loan us after they got them framed, and I couldn't find that the chart was still available. And I didn't get a response. So maybe I'll try again, because I think there is so much interest in Americana and patriotic designs now that maybe she would think about it. I think the reason probably is that the charms aren't available, and since Marge includes the charms with all of her charts, maybe it's too big of an investment to, you know, get thousands of the charms again, or maybe the charms simply aren't available. All right, so the first one is Star, and I think it was called Denim Blue Joblin. I forgot to look if it was still available or not. I think it is. And it's just, you know, it's just the 3 colors, the fabric color and then the 2 floss colors. And I just love it. I love the whole thing. I love the frame. And then the second one in the chart was called Wave. And so I just did it on the opposite color with the opposite fillet. And I just love having these on display all year in my living room. I don't usually take them down unless I have a desire to make the room all Christmas or all Halloween or something, but I usually spread my things out. So part of my bookshelves in my living room remain patriotic all the time. And I just love those. They were so simple, so quick to stitch, but they were 2 of my favorite things that I've ever stitched. So maybe I will reach out again to her. Then the next thing is also stitching of a sort. It's a punch needle. And this was a birthday present. Pretty sure it was birthday. Remember what I said about the framing? I'm pretty sure this was birthday as opposed to Christmas, because usually I got snowmen things for Christmas from Nancy. So this is my friend Nancy B. And she did the punch needle. She probably designed it too, because she was a punch needle designer for a while, and mounted it on a little tin piece. And she painted the box and decorated it and added the knob and the feet. And she signed the bottom, and it's from 2005. And oh, you can't hear it now. When I picked it up before, it made noise. I have patriotic ornaments inside for when I do my tabletop tree, so this is a good place to store them. So anyway, I love this too. It sits on a side table next to my sofa in my family room 24/7, 12 months of the year. So I look at it and think of her every day. She moved away years ago, and I kind of lost touch with her because I wasn't on Facebook at that time. And I think that's a lot of times how people keep in touch when they move far away. So anyway, that is my vintage stitching for today. Then a new model. Actually, we got it a few months ago, I think, but I hadn't shown it because I didn't have any of the charts at the time. So this is another monthly series that was stitched by Carole Leonard, and it's an Amy Brecken Designs, which is one of her, could be her favorite designer. I know she always gets everything that comes on the auto. This was called A Year of Snow Friends, and I believe it was 2020 or 21, or maybe it started halfway through the year. And I just think the snowmen are so cute, and since I leave my snowmen up for like 6 months, because heck, it has snowed in April in Northeast Ohio before, so I leave my snowmen up for quite a while. I thought this would be really cute to do maybe on perforated paper and put it on its own little tree or little stand and just have it out all year. So I just love it. The April one is so cute with the bunny coming out of the egg. So anyway, if you're interested in those, I have more coming. Actually, Amy doesn't know it yet. I haven't emailed her yet, but I'm going to ask for it to be sent with my next auto. So that's A Year of Snow, friends. Alrighty, and each chart comes with the charms too. She always includes those. Alrighty, thanks again to Carole for more monthlies. Then on to my stitching. So I know it was Americana April, and I thought I was going to stitch patriotic all month, but then I forgot about Earth Day. And I had originally planned to show this. Sorry, I got to use my, it was sitting there for too long. Okay, so this is by Beth Twist of Heartstring Samplery. I had to show my face to get it to open up again. And it's called Make It Do. And it was from 2011, I believe, on her blog. And she said, we as a family are slowly but surely changing the way we interact with the world around us and are trying to be very conscious of our consumer impact on the environment. That was back in 2011. And she said this was a World War II era slogan that has been revived and is used commonly today as a motto of frugal living. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. So this is her version of that. And anyway, she suggested that you do, you can tell that some of them look like they're two colors. She said, just start stitching with the color. When you run out, keep going with another color, just like they used to do back when. So actually, it's a little hard to do when you're a control freak like me. So I've already ripped 2 letters out of the words because the color was way too dark, but that's okay. So this is what I got done so far, and this was actually 3 evenings of work. So I know you probably can't tell on screen, but those are actually 3 different colors of green, and I'm only using floss from previous projects. The reason I didn't do it for Freebie February this year, as I thought I was going to, was because I couldn't use the floss I was using during Freebie February because I wasn't finishing each of those pieces. I was starting a new piece each day. So I thought, well, I need to dig out some older projects. And what I told myself was I wasn't going to start on a new 6-ply length. So if I had the extra strands hooked onto the card, those were the ones I was going to use because many of these projects had already been, the floss had already been put away. But I thought I had a color scheme in mind. I knew I wanted to add blue. I'm not sure I like this peachy color over here. It's not me, but it was in a color palette with some of these other ones. So I thought, well, maybe I need to mix it up and get more, whips out. I didn't want to do it just from one whip. So I haven't tied off the tails on the back in case I decide I'm going to add another color there. So I think I'll just continue with the green, continue the letters. She had all the letters done in the same color. So I'm just going to keep doing that, but with just using different greens. And then I'm going to try to space the blue around so that there's enough of it, but it's not clustered in one area. So I took out, actually I took out 4 of the letters because the green was just obnoxious and the or do was not a major, maybe if I had done the word without in a darker color, it wouldn't have bothered me, but so I ripped that out and picked a different color. So anyway, I think this is going to be really fun. I don't think I'll, it won't be the next thing I finish. I think I'll just work on it little by little as I see a new color and think, that might work. But I like the idea of starting it on Earth Day, which was Monday. So that's why I interrupted my Americana April. All right, then I did more work on Patriotic Quaker, and I've seen lots of finishes in their fan group, and I saw somebody recently that had done the 1776 in blue. Well, I I commented on her post and I said, I literally just finished stitching it in white and I like the blue better. So we'll see. I'm going to leave it in for now and look at a few other people's finishes, and maybe if I decide to, I'll take that out and do it at the end. But I got a lot done. This is very fun to work on. 2 strands over 28 count mushroom and Lugana, and because I didn't want to wait for the 32 light taupe to be available. So that was fun. I think that was 2 more nights work on that. And then my American welcome, I decided not to fuss with the water right now because I need to make that decision. Shoot, this is slippery and it's going to slide off the pile. The water might require me to take out the first color I used, and I'm not sure I want to mess with it right now, so I just put some other stitching on it. The other color decision that I was thinking of doing was, I was just kind of surprised that black oak, well, see, it looks really, really dark here, but in real life, I looked at it and thought, wow, that's really brown, and I thought it looked darker in the picture. So I thought I was going to use rustic black, but I decided to trust the designer and do the black oak because I didn't want the rustic black to overpower it. I know I'm only using 1 strand, but I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna do black oak. I did a small portion of it in case I didn't like it. So I just did the little bits on the one house, and you know what? It's dark enough. It's fine. I'm fine with it. So that's what I did. And I also added, you can't tell, but I added a different color green right below the door since I had gotten more of the color in cotton back in stock. So I'm good with that. So I can move on with the other houses and then work myself up to the lettering, and I can save the water for later if I want to. So that was just 1 night on that. This is ABC Floral, which is a free chart that Diane designed using the 3 new colors from Market. So the names are Weather Vane, London Fog, and Misty Mauve. And I thought it was so cute that she showed each one rendered with the single color and then all 3 colors in this one. So I thought that was a cute way of doing it. And for right now, at least, when you order all 3 colors, you always get the free chart with it. So those were the classic colors, classic color works. And then I guess I need my whiteboard back again. And then I usually get Weeks Dye Works at Market, but you know, they were always busy every time I went in, and which is a good thing, right? And I thought I can always get it later. So I just ordered it later. Okay, let's try that again and hold it better. So those are the 5 new colors. And somebody had already asked for the grassland before, well, I guess it was after I came home from Market, but I didn't even have the names of the new colors yet. And I thought that's got to be one of the new colors. So can never have too many greens, right? And then the cardinal is a really pretty red too. So those are the 5 new Weeks Dye Works. Okay, then the only new charts I have to show you are from Erin Elizabeth and Shannon Christine, because I needed some silk from Dinky Dyes, and I was kind of procrastinating because it seems like every time I order from them, the day I get the shipping notice, Shannon comes out with more designs. So I thought I kept, every day I would look and say, are there any more releases? Because I follow her on social media. So I'm like, did she release this yet? So anyway, I was able to get her 2 newest ones. So I got more of American Flag, and I will be doing this one too because I just love it. And one of the things that I just had forgotten to get at Market, I forgot that Erin had started using Dinky Dyes in her charts. So this is Shades of Wine and Midnight, and they're $5 each. But because this was popular at market, the gals at Dinky Dyes decided to, put it in its own pack, so it was easy to order. And this is the fabric that they used. Erin, vintage smoky white 32 count Belfast. And because I had it, I'm just going to use that because it's easy. I don't need to think about it, and it looks good. Looks good on the model on the front cover, so I'm just going to use that. But I need to finish up a few more patriotic things, so I may save that. I think I'm going to do patriotic stitching again in June, because if you wait till July, then it seems pointless after the 4th of July maybe. So I think I might stitch a few more things in June. Hopefully I won't start too many new things. I'll work on some other whips. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the prices, so I screwed up. I'm starting over. I can't remember what I already said, but these are from a recent order from Dinky Dyes. It includes some reorders of market stuff and then some other ones that I had never had a chance to show, or maybe they sold so quickly that by the time Sunday's video came around, I didn't have enough to show. But anyway, this is Cat Tier, $10. Very cute. I love this new series where she does the paisleys and polka dots backing boards. Bloom, Grow, Blossom for $6. This is Blossom and Birds for $8. And this was a Valentine one, but I don't think I had ordered any of the Valentine things previously, and I thought this kind of went with the other series using the same type of backing board. And then she also had a new one called Lavender Honey, but we're out of that one already. I had a busy couple days, so I really love that one, and I love the idea of this. I probably would stitch that one first, but I do have a few bee things that have purple on them, so maybe someday I'll do that one too. I like the idea of, having a container like that you can switch off for the different seasons. For $16, this is Spring Blooms with all 3 of those designs on there. And then Spring Bunny for $8. St. Patrick's Tier for $10. Stars and Stripes for $10. With all 3 of those designs on it. Valentine Tier for $10. This was a market release, Winterberry Trio for $10. Nope, for $16. I lied again. And then these were the 2 new ones that I kind of was hoping I would get this time, and I procrastinated just enough that she released these right as I was ordering. Sweet as Honey and Sweet Hive, and I just think I would love to do these on the light taupe, so maybe I'll get it, by the end of summer or something, who knows. Okay, so that is the end of the new charts. And then, let's see. So MAYnia is coming up. I don't really have MAYnia plans for stitching, but I think I'm going to concentrate on strawberries and bees, especially if I'm going to spend June doing patriotics. I was thinking of doing bees in June. I think I definitely want some more strawberry things. So that's what I'm probably going to do. I have a few whips and I have a few new things. So that's my tentative, but not, nothing serious. But I am going to do some sales for the shop in May. The first one is a needlework theme. So I had what I thought was a really cute display on the way to the bathroom towards the back of the shop that was all needlework designs. And I had some hanging, and I had the chart separated by size, and I would mix it up every once in a while and put new ones in the front so people would notice. And I rarely sold anything out of that. And I thought, are people not celebrating their stitching hobby in their stitching? Maybe they don't have a dedicated space. Maybe they don't have a craft room or a sewing studio. Or maybe because not everybody uses the bathroom, they just don't see it. So I decided to put something else there. I haven't done it yet. I don't know what's going to go there, but I took it all down, and then I have pictures of each chart and how many I have in stock and the price. They're going to be buy one, get one. So I'm going to have a little slideshow, and I'm hoping I have it done for tomorrow so that you get, you know, a whole week to look at them instead of just the first couple of days in May. So I'm going to try to do something different each week. And I thought I would start with this needlework theme. So if the video doesn't go up tomorrow, hopefully it'll go up on Tuesday. But you can just, you know, probably email me would be the best thing, you know, write down the name of the chart and email me. A lot of them I only have one of, and I'll also be selling them in the store. So we'll see how this goes. 1 week is going to be a sale on silk floss, just certain varieties, maybe 2 companies that I can think of that send, you know, pretty quickly. I'm not going to include a company where it takes months to get it. So I have to be careful there. So it'll include what I have in stock, but it will also be an ordering situation. So I won't charge you ahead of time, but tell me what you want. I'll tell you what I have and what I have to order. And then at the end of the week, when I have everybody's order, that's when I'll place the order. So I've done that before and it's worked, you know, pretty well for other things. So other than that, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm supposed to be sending my newsletter like tomorrow. So somehow tonight I have to figure out the rest of the weeks. I don't know, maybe I'll just say stay tuned and flake on it. But anyway, for today's giveaway, I'm going to do this little kit from Summer House Stitchworks, and she used the Gentle Art wool thread. So if you've never tried that before, this would be, you know, a good way of doing it and adding it to your stash. I decided rather than putting this in with the buy one, get one, because it was, you know, $22 as a kit, I would just do this as a giveaway. And I only had one of them. So tell me if you have a sewing room, craft room, even if it's just a corner of your dining room. Tell me, like, not where you stitch, but where do you keep your supplies? So that'll be the question for today. And then the recipient of the spring samplings of lace is Robin Turner. She already knows. And I've worked with her before, so I already have her address. So that will go out. And then, oh, she had said she loves the colors of spring. That was her answer. And I thought this other response rang true for me, being also from Ohio. But Julie Tippy said, the thing I like best about spring is just finally seeing some color again. Ohio winters are so dreary and gray. It certainly improves my mood when you start seeing new green leaves and flowering trees and bulbs. And I was thinking the same thing earlier this week, I think it was, when my husband and I were walking the dogs. There were all these petals. I don't even know what kind of trees they are, but I guess they planted these trees all throughout our neighborhood when they first built it. And it's a flowering tree that's really pretty, and it has like lavender and white petals. And they were all over the sidewalk already. And I go, did this just happen overnight? Like, I didn't even know they bloomed, and now the petals are already on the sidewalk. So yes, I agree, Julie. Okay, I guess that's it. I'll get off before it cuts me off. I think I said everything. No, one last thing. I'm going to do a strawberry video in June, hopefully, maybe towards the end of the month. And I would like everybody to send me, if you would, pictures of your strawberry stitching. So you can send it by email. That's usually the best way. The pictures come through pretty nicely, and it's a good way for me to corral them all in one place before adding them to my photo library. So I don't have enough of my own. We'll see how many I get. If I don't get that many, I may just tack that slideshow onto the end of another one of my regular weekly videos. So anyway, strawberry pictures to my email address in the show notes. Okay, next time I see you, it'll be May. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.